Two new pieces of art are coming to Rockford at the City Market Pavilion and Veterans Memorial Circle.
Go Rockford tells WIFR reporter Alyssa Kelly it's another step forward in its goal to enhance the region with art and attract more visitors.
It's been really magical to see all the wonderful artists come to life here.
Two sculptures were donated to the Rockford region as part of Go Rockford's efforts to enhance the community for residents and visitors with art.
We launched this initiative that has become known as Creative Transformational Art. The program that we have for public sculpture typically is a rotating, every 2 years we bring in a new series of sculpture.
But donors decided to purchase both sculptures to put them on display permanently. The art titled Magical Thinking by Actual Size Artworks is on display near Rockford City Market, donated by David and Colleen Anderson Charitable Foundation and Bucciafero Family McDonald's.
It's a bunny that's popping out of a top hat.
Hold Me Up by Ben Pierce is near Veterans Memorial Circle, donated by Dean Allen Olson Foundation.
The other one is a stainless steel piece. Sometimes sculpture can be whimsical, sometimes it can be playful, very serious, and all of it we think enhances the community.
One donor says it has been neat to watch the new art and murals pop up around the Rockford region.
Yeah, the art coming to the city of Rockford has been spectacular. Having some fun and just kind of the unexpected. And I think that's it really sums up Rockford, right? There's a lot of unexpected and great things happening here.
In Rockford, Alyssa Kelly, WIFR News.
Go Rockford says it could be up to another year and a half until more art comes to Rockford, but they say they are always open to new ideas.